Hey, Supernatural fans and all the fans of the shop. Welcome to a really overdue update. A lot of things been going on around here, lots. And I feel bad because for the most part, I've kind of been away. I had to go out to Portland, Oregon last week to do a show out there, which for all you guys that are out there in the Portland area and Washington and everything, and California that came there to see me, God, man, we love talking to you guys. I really do. Chris and Rita and you guys are what makes it, you know. You guys know I can talk about these cars all day long. So the Halloween party that was done with the Darkness, it was a really good show we did, and the car was obviously a great big hit. The car's been kind of acting up. Then coming back here, it kind of got better, and we're going to kind of dig into that here in a little bit. But so this is kind of what's going on right now around the shop. Okay, Big John's car back here, Sammy, it's just kind of sitting there right now. And we've got the chassis over in our holding cell. I'm trying to get a couple things done. We have been really busy. We've had deer hitting cars around here like crazy. So Don has been doing a ton of collision repair work on people hitting deers. So Michael's been working on trying to get some cars done and stuff. And I've been away, and next week I'm here just for a little bit, but after the Thanksgiving holiday, I'll be here, back full time and trying to get things done. So this is what's going on. I'm going to let everybody know. Francis, our hero number one car. My dad and I started on Tuesday, whatever. I'm trying to think what days it is. But as you can see, a weapons box is made and put into the car in Francis. Now, obviously the cage is not in here, and nothing's leveled. It takes a long time to build these boxes to make them right. And this is the Hero 1 box, where it has the low profile on the dividers, where it's even here, and then, it's down low over there. And this is going to have the end caps on it and everything. And this box looks really badass. This is my favorite box. Even though I don't like making them, I don't like making any of them, but I think this box just looks badass. So Francis, we got that one done for Francis. And obviously there's plywood here on all the sawhorses and stuff. So we kind of use this as a table, and we've been cutting plywood and stuff. Here's the tubing that's going to be welded up. This is a 1x1 square tubing. It's 11 gauge, so it's the thick wall tubing. And then here's the hinges that I use, okay? This is a really thick hinge, or wide hinge, and it's all aluminum, so it's never going to rust up. And what the show actually uses is a little bitty hinge. I mean, thing is dinky, has little bitty screws in it, and that's how come the original box on Hero 1, guys, it's ratty. I mean, and I've always told people, if I built boxes like that, which would be 100% show correct, I'd be run out of Dodge. You guys would be like, oh my God, Rick doesn't know what he's doing, blah, 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 blah. And not knowing what the original, one looks like. So when we do our boxes, we build these things, as Jeff Budnick says, that's the way they should have been built. Sturdy as a rock. I get a lot of questions that, hey, can these boxes come out? And Venator here, I've been saying Venator, and it's Venator. And I'm sorry, because Bradley came down here and saw us, and he came in all the way from Seattle, and he gave us these really badass Metallica shirts of the Metallica car shirts, not Metallica, I'm sorry, Metallica car, and I'll tell you, they were badass. And it has Garnett, Kansas on it in our shop and stuff. And so anyway, he came And so his also has the weapons box in it. And he went with, again, Hero number 1. So once again, this is just sitting in here. Nothing's leveled up. It's not complete. And everything has to come to be put in here. And one of the questions I get asked, hey, Rick, if you build me a weapons box, and I know there's not a lot of room in here, once everything's in, you will be able to get a spare tire that matches the front tire of the car. You can get that in here, but because there's enough room from your lid to this. But once this all gets leveled out and stuff, and it's going to have these end caps on the side there and there. And so if you take those end caps out, this box will just pull right out, and you can put your suitcases and whatever. So yes, this box is removable. So just for you guys out there that want to know that. Hero 1's box, it's built a little different. It's like I said, it's ratty, guys. It's shaky. It's nothing sturdy. Everything the way that I do it looks exactly like the one on the show. I'm just telling you that it's the better craftsmanship and sturdy. I mean, this thing's a rock back here. So that's what's going on there. So we got the boxes made. We spent the last 2 days just making the boxes. And then, like I said, next Monday we're going to come in. We're going to start tacking up getting the cage welded up in these. And then I have to leave because of the holidays. And then when I come back, we're going to finish up stuff. And I'm going to do some other things. And then we're going to come back over here to Big John's car, Sammy's car. What we're going to do is I want to pull the engine on this, the rear end, the whole drive train, and get it moved over to his chassis, which is like, if you've gone back and looked at the videos and stuff, it's done. So we want to put new U-joints in it, get everything cleaned up, painted in that chassis. So when the body's work's done on this car, this thing will be lifted off the frame, and it'll be put down on the new car. And over here, you're going to see the new body bushings and everything. So this thing's going to be really, really nice. The seats for Francis, the back seats are all done. The front seat is actually done. Terry is just basically putting on the covers. He's got them all made, and he's just got to put them on the front seat, and then this will be coming back with me next time I come back down here. So the front seats are all done. But I want to get the weapons box, the speakers, everything done on this car, and then, or at least cut into the package tray and everything. Then I'll finish everything out. They'll block it off, and this will go into paint, and come back out, we'll assemble it all up and everything. Something I wanted to point out to all 67 Impala four-door hardtop owners. You're going to see up here there's a lead up here, okay, guys? Over time, this is going to crack, all right? And the reason for that, there's not a lot of support up on a four-door hardtop, where on your post cars, you've got this big metal post coming up here, and it's supporting this roof. And so all the show cars, and even Super Dave's Ella Hero 1 car, they're all starting to crack there. And I didn't even pay attention to it. And Frank, who is babysitter, he's the babysitter, literally, a baby on the show. And he was like, oh yeah, they're all doing this. And we started talking about it, and it's because of the stress. And so it's going to eventually, in fact, let me come over here and I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. So we have another car over here. This one is going to be a museum car. And this thing was supposed to be a big rush and stuff, but I can't hope you guys can see this here. But this is starting to crack right in there. And they're all going to do that, okay? Now, I keep my eyes and ears open. I look at a lot of other sites on talking about these cars. And a lot of people are like, well, I had my car done by another shop, and it's already starting to bleed through on rust. And I wish I would have sent it to Rick and not all this. Okay, guys, here's the thing. They're all going to rust. I don't care. The cars that we do are going to rust. The way these cars are designed, I wish I had a hood in here to show you. But there's so many different layers of metal in here. And even though we cut out a quarter panel, you know, we cut all this out, it's what's behind it keeps eventually bleeding through. It's going to happen on the dog leg. It's just going to happen. And another place it happens really bad is on the hood. Because if you open your hood, you're going to see these different layers. And there's just no way to get in there and neutralize that. Because if you took all of that inner layer out of that hood, you would never be able to get it. That hood would just go all crazy. And you would not be able to put it back together. It would just spring like out of shape. So Christine's car, up on it, you know, it just already bled through on rust. And it's just because it's coming in from under in that inner panel and just comes up. And unfortunately, there's no stopping that. At least, I know out in California, there's places that you can have your car dipped and stuff. And, you know, that would really be awesome. But here in Kansas City and stuff, there is no place. We might be able to get a door done or, you know, something. I don't know if there's even a place big enough to get a hood done. But no matter, the thing where you come into your shop and, you know, a good body shop from what I don't want to say fly by night, but guys that just really don't give a shit, is when, like all these quarter panels here. So let me show you this here on Venator. This panel, as you can see, is like all rotted out, okay? This is going to be cut off, this panel, and here's a panel over here. So this panel will be put over here on this car, get all welded in and stuff. You guys can do anything with mud. Think of it as clay. And a good body man could shape all that in with mud and paint it, and he would like, oh my God, my car looks beautiful. And then years down the road, it starts bubbling out. It may not even be years. It's going to start bubbling and cracking, and you're just going to have all this problems and stuff. So there's your real main difference on a good body man. Now, Super Dave, originally when he was going to have his car done up in the Portland area, and so this right here is actually a Impala, and you can see the holes in the door for the Impala trim. So a Caprice is lower, and what the guy did, he filled it all in with JB Weld, all the holes down there. Well, long story short, Dave got taken. And the guy got something like $10,000. Dave didn't get shit done to his car. Dave got pissed off, called me up and said, Rick, I'm sending you the car. And I know you'll do it. You'll do it right. He did. And that car is so freaking gorgeous. I mean, seriously, it's awesome. And I'm not saying that because we built it. It's just, if I was at a car show and I saw that car, it's so gorgeous. But Don had to come in and cut out all of that JB weld and, you know, weld it up. So we use welders, okay, guys? All holes get welded. So if there's something like, okay, here's a good example. Like on this here, there's like little studs. They'll probably get ground down. Any holes, there's like a little hole right there. That'll get all filled in with a weld. All metal. That's what, you know, no car can go through a restoration without any Bondo, okay? So somebody says, oh yeah, we use Bondo. Well, everybody's gonna use Bondo. We use Bondo. Bondo, you put a skim layer over it, okay? And it gets sanded and just make everything right. But Bondo, I can't remember. I'd have to ask Donnie you should never have Bondo over a certain thickness. And because I'm not a paint and body guy, I don't pretend to be. Donnie knows those things. I don't. But we are not shaping in with Bondo and stuff on these cars. We could. Yeah, I mean, we could lie about everything. Like, oh yeah, it's perfect. And you guys whoever got the car, they wouldn't know. You guys wouldn't know until later on. And, you know, I have a reputation. This shop has a reputation. And like I said, I will put up our cars against anyone. Jeff Budnick told me this past weekend up in Portland, he said, Rick, you should be building the cars for Supernatural. I said, thanks, Jeff. And he goes, but if you did, then I wouldn't have a job. And Jeff knows that we do exceptional work. We match the shows. entirely. Now, I do give people options. There's sometimes people have already invested in parts and stuff, and we'll use those, and it may not match the shows. But if you just turn the build over to me, it's going to look exactly like Supernatural. Jeff is so impressed with our work. We talked, and we're working on a few things, and a deal has to fall through, and it's a money thing for me and Jeff. And but if it comes through, we're going to do a frame-off restoration on the '69 Galaxie. It will be just exactly like it was when it rolled off the showroom floor in 1969. And so you guys will actually get to see that, hopefully, and that'll just show you what kind of work we can do. We can do a frame-off restoration. And I'm not big on that, but this was a one-owner car, 440, 727 torque flight transmission. I mean, this is a really cool car, But, here in the big box, that is the 454 big block. I think we're looking at 430, I can't remember, horsepower. And this thing is badass looking. I've looked at it, and that's going to go over here into Goldie and stuff. So Goldie's all done up. So what we're working on here, I know I've kind of skipped all over the board here. We're trying to get this one done first. Probably this one, and then probably because this one has so much to do. But they should come once we get, it's because it's just the grueling process of getting stuff done. And I've only got 2 guys doing it. Sounds like we're getting a third guy, a guy that Don used to be in business with a long time ago. Some bad circumstances has happened with this guy. It's not, basically his girlfriend is dying. I think she got cancer. And once she passes away, from what I've been told, he's moving back here and he's going to help us in the shop. And so Don said he's a really great body man. And I mean, I'm very thankful that he's coming in and going to be able to help us. It's going to make cars move faster. I feel sorry for the circumstances. I don't want anybody to die. Even though I know it's a part of life, I don't want that to happen. But so that will kind of hopefully help us out, which helps you guys out because we get to, get cars moving faster. So that's kind of what's going on around here. It's been kind of crazy. I found out the convertible, we might just be pushing that in the back and getting another car up here because this was supposed to be a surprise for a husband. The husband found out about it, and now that he knows it's being done, he's like wanting everything done to this car. So, and they still even haven't picked out the paint. Go back to my last video, and I'm like, oh, they should be getting paint. It's just been taking forever to get the paint picked out on this car. So, guys, that's what's going on around here. I am sorry that I have not been around doing my videos because I love doing my videos. Unfortunately, I have been going a million miles a minute, and I miss doing my videos, and I miss talking to you guys. And I know there's emails that I got to get back to people, some questions and stuff. I'm sorry I have not gotten back to everybody yet, as I've been trying to get weapons boxes made, and my dad's come down here. My dad's kind of my partner on these weapons boxes. We get to hang out together and do them since he's not helping me with the cars anymore. And so we got so much going on, and what's really killed us right now is everybody hitting deers and bringing their cars in. I think Don said he's done 4, maybe 5 cars here just in the last week, people hitting deer. And in fact, tonight when me and Don were up in the office talking, we always try to get a game plan and stuff. And a guy brought in a car. He was like, yeah, I hit a deer this morning. It's just been crazy. And so that's kind of really because he can't work on these because he's taking care of these collision repairs. And a lot of you guys might ask, why is he doing that when you guys have all this stuff in here to do? Collision repair is pretty fast work. New cars today are plastic bumpers, and pull them off, order a new one, put it on, and it's good. It's pretty good money. It's actually better money than restoring these cars. And So those jobs actually help keep our lights on, our bills paid, and stuff like that, because these are such time-consuming projects here. And, you know, we don't get paid, like, I think our next paycheck comes in when Francis is all painted. Okay, so when that's all painted, we get paid for that. And you guys know this car's been in here in the shop since the summer, and everything, like I said, yeah, we could rush through it, and we could have had this car probably done by now. That ain't the way I'm going to allow anything to roll out of this shop. Just refuse to, because I want my name's on this. I have to check everything. I have to make sure it is show accurate. And Don doesn't cut corners. I don't cut corners. So it's a time-consuming thing. And another thing, when you rush these cars, because it's so big and it's black, it will show every little flaw. And I just refuse. I'm not going to lower my standards. And I tell people, you know, I think me and Don were talking with what we've got in the back. We got Cassie's car, we got Matthew's car, we got Steven's car from over in England and stuff. And guys, these are, you think these were kind of bad? These cars over there, we're going to be putting a whole new roof on Cassie's car. It's just so time consuming. And, you know, it's kind of like you're stuck in mud and just very trudging forward on these builds. And it's going to even get slower when we get to those other ones. So, and when they get up here in the shop, you're going to see what I'm talking about. And I get people all the time email me like, hey, Rick, I want to send you my car. A lot of people are wanting us to do some 2-doors, and they're wanting to send us 2 doors. We're all for it, guys. The thing is, we're really backed up. It's a slow process because we like perfection, as close as perfection as you can possibly get. And so that takes time. Now, I'm going to tell everyone, if you want to send us a car, fantastic. If you don't have room for it at your place and you want to get it here in line someplace, go ahead and send it to us. If you're like, hey, I'm in no big hurry and I got room for my car, then by all means, keep your car. You know, our lot's full. This, like I said, museum car, it was kind of a done on a, we thought this was going to be a quick build and, you know, make some money for the shop, and then it turned out it wasn't a quick build. And, you know, things look good on the outside, and then when you open them up, it's like, oh, shit. So we're still trying to trudge through that and stuff. So, guys, there it is. Sorry, like I said, I haven't been doing my videos. It's Friday night. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. Probably won't do a video for at least, I won't be doing next week because of the holidays. I'm going to be doing some other things. But after that, we should have another video. And you should see, I don't want to show all the secrets on how we do these weapons boxes, but I'll show kind of something so that way you can see what's kind of going on. And hopefully we're going to get moving here a lot faster. I mean, I wish we could go full bore, but unfortunately, you know, it is what it is. And anybody says they can build a car faster than us, okay, you know, maybe you can. I'm not saying that can't be done, but at least you know the cars coming out here are top quality and they match the shows. So that's how I'm going to leave it. There's always, you know, you think you're the fastest gunfighter in the world, and I'm telling you, there's always somebody out there faster. But there's nobody out here that builds a more accurate Supernatural Impala than this shop. Ask the guys from Supernatural. We have gotten so much praise from the show, those guys over there, and we love them for it. And, you know, they know our quality, they know our standards and what we're willing to do for customers and stuff like that. And so we're going to keep doing that, you know. That's just the way it's going to be. So everyone, please bear with me. You know, if I had it my way, these cars would have been done last month, and we'd have new ones in here. We're trying to blow through everything as I'm wanting to start up doing the hot rods and stuff again. But we got to get through these cars, and unfortunately, every car that comes in here just keeps getting worse and worse. It's just the way it is. All the good stuff's been bought, except for one, and that will be a secret I've got back over in our holding cell, and it's going to be for sale. Okay, there's a long story that goes with it, but we got a really nice 67 Impala 4-door hardtop, 327 4-barrel with a 400 turbo and a 12-bolt rear end. And I think it has, don't quote me on this because I'm going to do a video on it here in 2 weeks or so. I think it's got 20,000 original miles on it, and it's going to be for sale. It's not my car, just so everybody knows. It's not my car, but like I said, there's a long story that goes with it. And so for all you people out there keep messaging me like, hey, do you guys need cars for sales? Normally we don't. I wish we did. But so be on the lookout for all you. It's not going to be cheap, guys. It's not going to be cheap, and we're figuring up the complete build on it in case whoever